Hi everybody, this is Yvette from YvetteLaboy.com. Sorry I'm a little late. I usually take pride in being on time, but I had a little problem, technical difficulties here. But I am on, and this is my Lupus live chat for my Lupus Group Program Q&A. As you know, I'm Yvette. I am a integrative nutrition health. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining in, sweetheart. Integrative nutrition health coach and lifestyle coach, Reiki master, magnified healer, and health educator. And I love working with people who are suffering from autoimmune diseases, transform their lives. I work with individuals who suffer from autoimmune diseases, specifically those with lupus, and I work with the body as a whole to create healing and transformation. So as you may or may not know, I suffered with lupus for about 16 years of my life until I was able to heal my body. And this is why I've created this program, and I'm still working on this program. It's a lupus program that I'm creating. It's not going to be 4 weeks. It's going to be 4 months long, and I'm going to have different speakers. I'm going to have different modules, and it's just going to be awesome. It's going to be it's going to be awesome. It's going to be life-changing. There are other lupus programs out there that I've seen. Most of them are 4 weeks long, but you're going to have me for about 4 months to work with you. And like I said, I'm going to have other people participating in this program. Everything is going to be recorded. So if you cannot make it, you'll have the recording, and you'll have this for the rest of your life. So every year I plan to be changing everything in the program, but you're going to have a lifetime membership to this program forever. So if anything new gets added to the program, you have access to it. So just know this. You will always have my support. The minute you sign up for this program, you will have my support for the rest of your life, and you will be a member for the rest of your life. So you can always log in and get more information and have access to me. Okay, I had asked some of you guys to send me questions, and some people did, and I'm going to go over those questions with you guys. My first question is from a young lady named Maggie. She's from California. I'm not going to say the last names just for privacy issues. And she asked, is there such a thing as a lupus diet? Well, yes and no. There is no diet that they created that is specifically for lupus, but what I would call a lupus diet is an anti-inflammatory diet, to eat foods that are anti-inflammatory. A few people have created cookbooks and stuff like that, but it's mostly eating foods that are anti-inflammatory and getting rid of the foods that cause inflammation. And I'm going to be teaching this in my Lupus Group Program. That's one of the modules that's going to be there. Actually, let me go over what I'm going to be teaching, because I have it right here. So the first module is going to be about nutrition and what lupus foods and diets are helpful in assisting the body to heal from lupus. And the second module is going to be about lupus and the digestive system, lifestyle and environmental factors. And I'm going to have special speakers, specialists who specialize in those specific areas. I'm also going to be talking about supplements and herbals when dealing with an autoimmune disease, specifically lupus. Also digging deeper, I'm going to discuss the chakra system and digging deeper. And I'm going to have someone speaking about that as well. Your mindset, emotional and spiritual. What else is here? And environmental factors. And I'm going to have a bunch of other stuff that I will teach you guys. And you'll see once I start the whole marketing process, which I'm going to start doing that this month, you'll see more and more what the modules are about and who are the guest speakers and stuff like that. So the second question I have is, I have lupus. This is from Catherine from New York City. I have lupus, and I have a 6-year-old daughter. I fear she might one day end up with SLE. When is a good age to have her take a lupus test? Well, Catherine, a good time to have your daughter take a lupus test, I would wait till she's a teenager, till when she starts getting her menstrual cycle, because that's when all the hormonal changes start. And I would say that's when you would want to maybe take her to have a lupus test to see. If it comes out negative, fantastic. If she starts showing symptoms, then I would go back and get her tested for it again as well. So I hope that answers your question. And this question is from Anna from North Carolina. Are you going to cover supplements in your program? Yes, indeed. I'm going to be covering what supplements you should be taking when you have lupus, what supplements are helpful for the lupus body. And also I'm going to speak about what foods have those specific supplements to help assist the lupus body, to help with the symptoms and to help heal. And the next question is, what would you recommend for lupus fatigue? And this is from Donna in Florida. Okay, Donna in Florida. What I would recommend is CoQ10, because it's an antioxidant. It also supports energy production, and it has anti-inflammatory properties in it. So that's what I would recommend if you're suffering from fatigue and you have lupus. Also, if your body is tired, let it rest. Okay? If it is feeling fatigue and it's tired, it's trying to tell you something. It's telling you, I am tired, I need rest. Do not fight it. Let your body rest. Okay? Also, getting your body moving, exercising. And when I say exercise, I'm not talking about going to the gym and lifting weights and becoming a bodybuilder. No, I'm not saying that. Take a walk. Do yoga. When I first started on my healing journey, I started doing yoga, and I found that very helpful. Now that I feel much better, I actually go to the gym and I do other types of exercise. I'm big on hiking as well, but I'm not saying for you to do that. Start with yoga, and if your body needs to rest, let it rest, and also take CoQ10 to help with the energy levels. And I'm going to be going further into that in my Lupus Group program as well. I'm going to be talking more about that as well. The next question is from David in Albany. Okay. Can I do a cleanse or a detox if I have lupus? Well, that depends, David. It depends where you are with your lupus. If you're having flare-ups and the body is still very weak, I would highly recommend that you do not do a detox or a cleanse. I would recommend that you first build the body. And when I mean build the body, I'm not talking about going to the gym and lifting weights, okay? That's not what I'm talking about when I say build the body. That's not the type of body building I'm talking about. I'm talking about building your body by eating the right foods and doing the right things. And building your immune system. Getting yourself to a place where you're stable. Once you're at that stable spot, then you can do a detox or a cleanse. And do not go crazy with the detox or cleanse. I'm not talking about the master cleanse or any of these crazy cleanses. I would do a cleanse with foods, maybe herbals, or eat foods that help the body to detox. And I'm going to talk about that further in my Lupus Group program as well. So you're going to learn about that as well. Okay, David? The next question I have here is from Nikki in Canada. Well, hello, Canada. Can stress trigger a flare-up? Absolutely. Absolutely. Stress can cause a flare-up when you have lupus. With a person who doesn't have an illness, if they're stressed, it causes issues. Now, imagine if you have an autoimmune disease like lupus. It's going to cause a flare-up, yes. And if the body is stressed, it cannot digest your food properly and get the nutrients you need. And as you know, when you are ill, I'm going to get to that. What can be done about skin conditions from lupus? I'm going to get to that as well, dear. All right? I'll get to that. You need to have the proper nutrients in your system so your body can build itself up and it can get strong. And if you're stressed, your body's just not going to digest properly and get the nutrients that it needs. Okay, is the gut important? I hear a lot about keeping the gut healthy when you have lupus. How can I do that? And that's from John in Texas. Well, know that that 70% of the immune system lies in the gut. And when you have lupus, and thank you for the thumbs up. Feel free to give me thumbs up and hearts, okay? I want to feel loved. Know that 70% of our immune system lies in the gut. And when you have lupus or any autoimmune disease, it is important to be able to absorb the nutrients in your food. So the gut health is imperative. If you have lupus, many people with lupus have a poor gut, and they aren't even aware of it. So when you have a poor gut, what you can do is eat mucilaginous foods to help with the gut health. For example, eating miso soup with seaweed or fish. Miso is a mucilaginous food. It helps to soothe the inflammation of the gut and cool down the inflammation. Other types of mucilaginous foods are like okra, chia seeds, seaweed, sea vegetables. Sea vegetables are believed to have about 8 times more of the omega-3s than what is found in other American omega-3 foods. So that's a good thing to start. I've mentioned this before in other videos. I use this instead of salt. It's called sea seasonings. It's organic triple blend flakes. It's dulse, lava, and sea lettuce. And this is very good to take instead of the salt. And you put it on your foods. But I would also recommend, and this is a type of sea vegetable, but I would also recommend to go out there and actually get sea vegetables. You can get them at your local health food store. Also, what you can also do to help heal the gut and digestion, you can make bone broth, bone stock. Bone stocks are rich in collagen, and collagen can heal and support the strength of the intestinal walls. So you can make chicken, beef, or fish stock, and you have to drink it every day on a daily basis. And collagen is very healing to the gut. And I'm going to go deep into healing the gut in my Lupus Group Program. So, I highly recommend you look into signing up for it, because I'm going to have tons of information, especially about gut health, because a lot of people with autoimmune diseases tend to have issues with their gut, and they're not even aware of it. And I'm going to teach you what you can do to help heal that particular challenge that you have. And you'll see that you're going to start feeling better, and you may have less symptoms than you did before. Yes, even if you don't eat beef, you can make chicken stock. You can also do the bone broth from the chicken. You can do fish stock, which is very good. You also want to take a lot of high omega-3 foods. Also, sea vegetables are very high in omega-3s. Okay, the next question is, and this is from, who's this from? Lisa from Boston. Should I drink smoothies for breakfast every day? No, not at all. And why? We're on a smoothie crave. America is on a smoothie crave. We read stuff, we see stuff in the news, and we think, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm great. And then sometimes we can create health issues in our body. The reason why it's not good to have smoothies every single day for breakfast is because your body needs to chew the food, because it needs to process the salivary enzymes, and drinking smoothies for a long period of time can break the internal structure of the digestive system and can weaken your ileocecal valve. Also, having too many cold foods can cause gallstones and other imbalances in the body. And as you know, smoothies are cold. You can't make them hot. Especially if you're in an area where you have seasons. Like me, I'm in New York. And we have seasons. Right now, we're in the fall season. So what I started doing now is having more bone broths in the morning. I drink a cup of chicken bone broth with whatever breakfast I'm having. And it's warming to the body. It also heals the gut. And it's a good thing to do. So, no, the answer to that is no. You should not have smoothies every single day for breakfast. I would break it up. If you want to do your smoothies, have a smoothie one day, maybe 1 or 2 days out of the week, and then break it up and have just, regular healthy breakfast. And I'm going to talk about that also in my lupus program. So the next question is, what is a good herb or spice to take for inflammation? And this is from Bob in New Hampshire. Ginger is one. Turmeric is one, and that is a root, and I have some right here. I wanted to show you. See, this is turmeric, and you see how pretty that is? Oh, it smells beautiful. Oh my God, I wish you could smell it. So this, okay, this is available as a whole root like I have here, And it's also available dried or grounded. And it's an anti-inflammatory. It has been used for years to treat tons of different conditions. So it helps ease inflammation and digestive problems. And as you know, a lot of people with autoimmune disease have issues with their digestion. And researchers found that this right here, that smells beautiful, can, and it's turmeric, it can ease pain as much as ibuprofen does in patients who have arthritis. Another good herb to take is white willow bark, and it has been used for thousands of years for inflammation. And it contains psilocin, which is a compound found in aspirin. Is very similar to aspirin, actually. But what I would recommend is that if you are taking blood thinners, do not take white willow bark. And why? Because it can thin your blood. And there are other herbs and spices that I'm going to talk about in the Lupus Group Program as well. And that's going to be one of the modules, because I feel it's very important to incorporate natural therapies when you're healing from an autoimmune disease. So that's going to be also in the program as well. And I have another question here. I keep hearing that people with lupus should not eat pork. How true is that, and why? And that's from Lena, and she's in Pennsylvania. I would recommend not eating pork, even if it's organic. And why? And it's hard because I'm Latina and we like to eat, our pork and stuff like that. But I completely stopped eating pork for several years now. And why it's not good to eat pork is because, even if it's organic, is because it has potential to stimulate an autoimmune reaction due to its fat quality. Also, pigs have a similar protein structure to humans, so consuming pork can increase the chance of cross reactions in the immune system. So you want to be very careful with what you're eating and putting in your body. And pork, definitely no, Lena, do not eat the pork. Leave that out of your diet. Eat some sort of other foods that have maybe high in omega-3s, like maybe salmon or something like that. It would be better for you with your condition. Now, there was a question. What can be done about skin conditions for lupus? Well, one is I would go see a dermatologist. And two, I would start eating anti-inflammatory foods. Because this is inflammation that's happening in your skin and in your body. And I would start eating anti-inflammatory foods. I would cut gluten out and anything that causes inflammation in the body. Also, I would remove, hold on, I have my list right here. I mentioned gluten. Also, I mentioned dairy. You'd have to cut dairy. It's very important if you have an autoimmune disease to get rid of dairy, like milk and stuff like that. Eggs. Also, environmental toxins is very important to kind of... You can't get rid of every environmental toxin, unfortunately, unless we change the whole world, because we've done a lot of damage. But I would try to remove as many environmental toxins as I can. Also, processed foods are not the best foods to eat if you're suffering from an autoimmune disease. What other types of food have omega-3s in it? Actually, sea vegetables. Hi, Angelina. How are you? Welcome. Sea vegetables. You have pumpkin seeds, ground flax seeds, hemp seeds. What else? Chia seeds. You have vegetables that are high in omega-3s. Brussels sprouts, kale, spinach, watercress. I would also avoid nightshade vegetables because they've been known to cause inflammation in people who have lupus. Also try to eat organic foods. Wholesome organic foods as much as you can, and why do I say that? Because when it's organic, it doesn't have pesticides. You want to get rid of that because those pesticides are absorbed in the body on a cellular level, and the immune system will see these as a threat and attack them, causing you to have a flare-up. So that is why it's important to eat clean, wholesome foods as often as you can. So what I was just saying something. Okay, nightshades. You want to avoid nightshades also because they can cause inflammation in the body. And what are nightshades? Eggplants. I can't eat eggplants for the life of me. Peppers, white potatoes, tomatoes, things like that. Not all nightshades are going to affect you. So what I would do is see what works best for you. I cannot eat red peppers or eggplants, but my body can tolerate tomatoes. Go figure. So I would check and see what works for you. Also, the mind, body, and spirit connection is very, very, it's very important in life, period. But especially when you're dealing with an autoimmune disease and challenges like that. Avoid negative people, avoid the negative chatter. I'm going to have a whole having self-awareness. Also, I'm going to have a module based on that, and I'm going to have a guest speaker also that will speak about self-awareness and self-love and all these wonderful things that we should be doing in order to heal our bodies. Okay. If you have any other questions, feel free to post them now. If not, I wanted also to share this with you. Another thing that you should do, and that question was for somebody asked a question here about, let me see, cleanse. David from Albany asked about cleansing. Now, another thing that you can do once you build your body, what I would do is a deworming protocol. And I've talked about this before. And this is called black walnut whole. And this is wormwood is a combination, but you could also do the black walnut. And you're going to use this. You put it in water and you're going to drink it. I would do it for a few days, depending on how bad you have. I usually do it to start maybe 3 days. 3 days to a week, no more than that. Okay, and that is a deworming protocol because we all have parasites. We all have worms. No matter how healthy you eat, no matter how clean you are, it has nothing to do with you being clean or not being clean. Our system is prone to getting worms and parasites. But if you do this, it'll cleanse. But first, like I said, when I spoke about detox and cleansing, okay, David, this is for you. First, build the body. Then you can cleanse and detox and then do a deworming protocol with this, okay? Anyway, that is all I have to say right now with this in this live chat. If you have any questions, you can go to my, you can email me at info@YvetteLaboy.com or inspiredwellness@yahoo.com, or you can inbox me here on Facebook. You can go to my business page, which is Yvette LaBoy Coach. I usually do it here on my personal page, but all my business stuff is done through my business page, which is Yvette LaBoy Coach. So go there and like my page, sign up for my page. I post some really cool things there. Also go to my website, which is YvetteLaBoy.com. I have some great recipes there. In the recipe section, I have a recipe for all types of bone broths. I have, you're welcome, hun. I have the beef broth, fish stock, and also chicken. And I also have there a recipe for it's a mushroom coffee. I got that from my mentor, and this really helps you. It's very healthy to take. I would actually go there, get the recipe, and start doing it because it's going to help with your immune system. Also, if you drink that, especially now that the weather's starting to change, it will help you to have less colds because you're going to feel better from it. It's extremely healthy. It has some really great stuff in it like astragalus and ginger. So go there, which is YvetteLaBoy.com, and check out my recipe section, and you can get that there. Also, if you want to stay up to date with my live events and webinars and programs, sign up for my newsletter on my Facebook page, which is Yvette LaBoy Coach. And while you're there, like my Facebook page, I give tips on nutrition and other health and wellness topics. You can also find me on YouTube under Yvette LaBoy Inspired Wellness. I am One Holistic Diva on Instagram, and on Twitter, I am Holistic Girl. So basically, that's it. Thank you, folks, for joining me. I'll be doing more live chats about my lupus program. Patricia, hi Patricia. Go to my website, YvetteLaboy.com, and in my recipe section, I have some recipes there that are healthy. I'm also working on a lupus cookbook. I'm going to be working on that with a real chef, so it's going to be some really good stuff for you guys. All right, that's all I have to say for now. I'll be doing more updates and giving you more information on my Lupus Group Program as I get things going. Oh, you're welcome, Angelina. Mwah. Thank you for signing in. It's great to have you here. And that's it. I'm Yvette from YvetteLaboy.com. At YvetteLaboy.com, we inspired women to get healthy and transform their lives because we want you to become that fabulous diva you were born to be. Mwah. See you soon. Love you much. Ciao.